Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Ampute here, bringing you another video today. And today, guys, we're going to go over the new cards that just came out for Dragon Ball Legends. Now, real quick, I want to add to the video that I am going to be adding 2 more games to the channel. They're going to be Dragon Ball related. It's going to be Dokkan Battle, and it's also going to be Dragon Ball FighterZ. If I can get everything set up, though, Dragon Ball FighterZ will be on the channel, but if I can't, then Dragon Ball FighterZ may not be, but Dokkan is definitely coming to the channel, just so I have more stuff to do on the channel. And because the only reason why I say that is because with Legends, there's a lot of stuff to do right now, with Scout Battles, the Rats event, and all that. But of course, Legends doesn't have a lot of events, a lot of content going on right now because it is pretty new to the game, and it's kind of very, I don't want to say the meta is very stale, but there's not really a lot of synergy, a lot of cards, a lot of teams right now compared to like something like Dokkan Battle. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit for that, and wait for more events and stuff to come out for that, because apart from summoning and doing the Raditz event and doing whatever else may come to the game, there's not really like any big events that comes. There's no like Dokkan events, there's no stuff like that. But like, for Legends, there's no like Legends events or anything. It's just more so you complete the story, you do like the main story events, and then you go to PvP. That's what you do. So I'm gonna be adding some more stuff to the channel to kind of give us a little bit more variety and kind of give me a little bit more stuff to do on the channel. But apart from that, though, that's enough of me rambling. Let's get into the video. So real quick, I'm gonna talk about everything that I think about on these new characters. Okay, real quick, I want to say the best ones out of the batch, if you want to know my personal thoughts on this, the best ones out of the batch is this 17 and then this Krillin. This Goku, I do not like him, and this 18 is, she's good, she just needs time, let me say. She needs time for more characters to come out to support her main thing. Apart from that, though, once she gets more support for her Z ability, which is the female warriors category, she's going to be amazing. Now, of course, you can put her alongside Android 17 and do wonders like that as well. But for right now, I feel like the only other person that can support her is Android 17, and that's just due to her unique ability. But apart from that, there's not really a lot. So if you just want to know who you should maybe be going for, if maybe you should, 17 and Krillin is like the main ones. More so, you want 17 more than Krillin, but 17 right here, new 17 is amazing. Krillin is just a added bonus, and he's good. He's not god tier, but I feel like he's a very good unit. Now let's get into the details on this. So real quick, we're going to go over all the abilities, then we'll go over everything else. So her main ability is no problem at all. This allows her to draw the ultimate arts card, Deadly Dance. Next, this requires 25 timer counts must elapse before you can do it. We'll check what that does out in just a second. So her Z ability is what I was saying earlier, 24% to tag female warrior base attack and defense during battle. This is what I was talking about. She's too early, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these units that come out, they don't have a lot of support for them right yet. They'll have support later on, but not quite yet. You know what I'm saying? We need a little bit more time to get more support for these tags, and then once that happens, I feel like Android 18 may be a really good character. But for right now, I don't see her being amazing. So that's that. Unique ability is Team Android Key Recovery Plus. This pretty much builds onto the fantasy or the the backstory of the androids, how the androids have unlimited ki. So what this does is whenever she's alongside another android, she gets plus 20% to own key recovery when the tag android is a battle member. So if her and Android 17 are out on this field, then literally that means that she'll have 20% to own key recovery. Really good. Also, she does more damage to Saiyans, which is also a plus, because Saiyans are a very prominent team, especially even the new purple team that came out, or the new purple meta, let me say, because we'll see how OP 18 or 17 is in just a second. So the new purple meta, and you'll see that in the purple team, there's a lot of Saiyans in that. So yeah. Okay, so her Deadly Dance, we'll go over this first. Her Deadly Dance is her main ability. It deals major impact damage plus 5 to enemy substitution count for 15 timer counts. So what this does is, I'm pretty sure, is whenever you hit them with Deadly Dance, this makes it to where you add on, it's either you cannot switch for 5 seconds, or whenever you switch, it takes they add 5 seconds on that character before you can switch back to them. So if this gets, let's say you have Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, and Turles on your team or something like that. Super Saiyan Goku gets hit by this Deadly Dance. You switch into Turles after he gets hit, and I feel like that means that Goku has 5 more seconds on his tag timer before you can tag him back in. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but it may not be like that. I'm not for sure. You guys can inform me down in the comment section if you actually know how it works, because I'm a little bit confused on that myself. Infinite Energy Reactor is the plus 15% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Also minus 5% to own strike arts cost. This is just building onto the Android kind of thing. You know, she's going to deal more damage, but at the same time, it's going to make it to where she's a little bit more cost efficient with her cards, which is really, really good. Next is Power Blitz. This is her special attack, her super ability, whatever you want to call it. This allows her to deal major explode damage plus 20% to own key recovery for 10 timer counts. You see the theme with Android 18 is that she has literally unlimited key pretty much. She can buff herself up and give her tons and tons of key, which is really good. Of course, I'm going to say that she's a good unit right now, but like I said, she needs support. She needs support for her to be amazing. These are her stats right here. You can look them out. You can check them out. See what you think about them. And these are the cards that she has. 2 arts cards. 2 Ki Blast art cards. I don't know why my brain just died right there. Me personally, I feel like this is kind of a little bit... I'm not for sure if I like this too much. I would much rather her have a strike and a Ki Blast, or 2 strikes in my personal opinion, because she doesn't buff up her Ki Blast attacks at all. She buffs up her strike attacks, if anything. So, in my personal opinion, I don't really see this, but hey, you know, it is what it is. And I don't know, maybe it'll be okay for now, because she is an android, so it probably was on that. That's probably what they were thinking. She's an android, she loves blasting with her Ki Blast and everything, and she just wants to launch super attacks and use all these high cost cards and just regain all of her energy as fast as possible. But yeah, that's kind of my opinions and thoughts on Android 18. Android 17, the Beast of the Banner, let me say. This guy's a god. Z ability, plus 24% to element purple, base blast attack and defense during battle. He's going to give the purple team a little bit more defense and blast attack defense as well. Also on top of that as well, his unique ability, double team blast attack plus 25% to blast damage inflicted when 3 members are left. So whenever 3 members are left, he's going to do 25% more blast damage. So if your whole team's alive, he's going to be dishing out some major damage with his blast. And more than likely, you're always going to have this activated, because you'll see in just a second how OP he is. He's pretty much the Piccolo, but for purple units. And on top of that as well, whenever he's at the point position, or the first character, he's always going to have this buff pretty much, unless someone dies. So yeah, but you really shouldn't have to worry about anybody dying, because look at this, cover reduced damage. Reduced damage received by 40% until combo ends when changing cover. Plus 20% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and plus 3 to own substitution count when activated. So that's really good. That's really good. You switch it in the middle of a combo, boom, you take 40% less damage, and then after the combo ends, 17 gets a buff, or not even a buff after it ends. As soon as he switches in, he gets the buff plus 20% to strike damage inflicted. So he's going to do even more strike damage. Amazing for him. Absolute Confidence is his special ability, or his main ability. Draws a special arts card next. Causes enemies to receive 35% more blast damage for 20 timer counts, and this requirement is 15 timer counts must elapse. Pop this. Maybe the person is like, just use the dodge or something like this. You pop this, switch to Vegeta, you blast them away. Boom, gonna do an absolute stupid amount of damage. It's just gonna be stupid. Real quick, this is his Super Electric Strike. Right here, it deals major slice damage, causes enemies to receive 20% more strike damage for 15 timer counts, and also has a 40% chance to inflict Paralyze. Paralyze is just a cherry on top for this man. He's amazing. I love him. I love him already. Also, I want to say is that on top of him buffing the strike damage, he also, do you see the range on his special attack right here? You see to the right, this little character right here, where you see what I just clicked on. That right there, that's how much range he has. So this is like, the back row right here is long range, mid range, and closer range kind of. And he has an absolute absurd amount of range. If someone just dodge and you just throw this out, 9 times out of 10 you're probably going to hit them, unless they're just super far away from you. So hey, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. Super Electric Strike is his super attack deals major slice damage, causes the enemies to receive 20% more strike damage for 15 timer counts, 40% chance. Oh wait, I just read that. I don't know why, but I thought, oh my god, dude. It's early in the morning, boys. It's early in the morning. I literally just read this, but for some reason I thought this was an Ultimate Arts card. Or I just clicked on an Ultimate Arts card, but he doesn't have an Ultimate Arts card. So yeah, whatever. His barrier, which even solidifies more of how he wants to be a tank. This right here nullifies enemies' attacks, excluding certain moves like Rising Rush. If enemies is at close range, while attacks are nullified, they will be knocked back to long range. +5 to own special arts cost per use. So what this does is, it starts out at 9 cost. Really good. This ability is amazing. So you get someone on you, maybe you don't have your dodging all the way up, or whatever the case may be, maybe you can't dodge. You pop barrier, they hit you, and then instantly they get knocked all the way back. They get knocked all the way back to long range, and they have to dash at you, or they're going to have to throw some key blasts at you or something in order for you to get hit. So this is really good. The only downside of this ability, of course, is every time you use it, it is going to increase the cost up to +15. So after you use this 3 times, it will be at its maximum cost. So yeah, that's the only bad part, because it's very cost efficient, but then the more and more you use it, the less and less cost efficient it becomes, which kind of adds another layer onto how you want to play this character. Maybe you don't want to just spam his barrier all the time. You may only want to use his barrier in certain situations, which is really good. And then his stats right here, these are his stats. Amazing stats for a tank in my personal opinion. Really good overall. And then right here we have the hybrid thing, the hybrid arts cards. This is what I call them. I really like these whenever they have 1 strike and then 1 key blast, because it makes it to where they're very well rounded in their deck that they bring to the team. So whenever they have that, I really like it, because you can pretty much put them on there and you'd be like, okay, well, this is very well rounded. But of course, if you're going to be using it with a Vegeta, you may be wanted maybe another or 2 key blast cards instead of just a strike and a key blast. But hey, it is what it is. You know, Vegeta's going to give you a ton of key blast cards anyway in your deck. So this, I really like it overall. 17 in my personal opinion, the best character from this batch. Now real quick before we talk about Krillin, Goku, in my personal opinion, I want to say this guy may be the worst sparking in the game. The only reason why I want to say that is I'm not going to talk about this guy too much, but the only reason I say that is that it's not like he's really bad, right? The only part that I don't like about him is that, of course, you know, he does 20% more damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. He increases his art card draw speed by 1 level for 15 timer counts, and 5 timer counts must elapse. But this is the part that I don't like. Viral heart disease. -5% to own health for each arts card used. So if we go over here to his arts card, every time he uses a card, he's gonna lose health. So I don't like him. I don't like him. He's really bad in my personal opinion. You know, he may be able to like pump out like a ton of damage really quick, but apart from that, you know, he doesn't even have a heal ability to heal himself. You know, maybe they want you to use the Krillin and this guy together, but in my personal opinion, it's just not going to be the way to go, and I don't like him. He -5% to every time he uses an arts card. So you do a whole combo, and let's say that you do 3 strike attacks. You're losing 15% of your health. And then on top of that, if you get hit, you're going to lose even more, because if you look at his stats, you know, it's not that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, he will die pretty easily if he gets cornered or if he starts getting hit a lot. So, I mean, I think he's like a definition of like kind of like a glass cannon. But I just don't like the whole viral heart disease and all that about him. In my personal opinion, he's not worth it. If you get him, maybe try him out. Maybe see if you can maybe do something with him. But in my personal opinion, I don't like him. Krillin, which is the only other card in this entire band that I think you should pull for, apart from Android 18. Krillin is amazing. He's god tier. For one, he buffs blue, base strike, and base strike defense and blast defense. Amazing. Put him on Team Broly. Put him on a mono blue team. Gonna be god tier. Also, his unique ability, health resist plus, or health restore plus, restore own health by 25% when character Goku is a battle member. So him and Goku on the field, he will restore his health by 25%. Not Goku's health, but his own health. So Krillin's health will be restored by 25%. On top of that as well, he has his assist, inflicted damage plus 15% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts when characters are switched. So whenever he switches, he will be able to do 15% more damage. Absolutely god tier. A Glimmer of Hope, which is the restores ally health by 20% and cancels attribute downgrades. So any type of debuff that is on any of your characters, you will be able to pop this. You can switch to Krillin, pop this, and then instantly that debuff is gone. On top of this as well, this is what makes me think Krillin, if he's not top tier, he's a really good card. This is what makes me think that he is. Right here, minus 100% to enemy key recovery for 5 timer counts. You may not think that's a lot, right? But if you could somehow bait your opponent to maybe just waste all of it, you pop his main ability, they're screwed. They don't have any attacks for 5 seconds. In 5 seconds in this game, in Legends, you can do a lot in 5 seconds, to be honest. You can kill a character in 5 seconds. If you know how, if you have type advantage, if you have the right setup and everything, you can kill a character in 5 seconds. I really like this ability. And I think that's what really makes him really, really good. His art card is next. His Diffusion Blast, was what we've been talking about, is a deals major impact damage plus 10% to crit rate for 20 timer counts. The only thing that I don't like about Diffusion Blast is I kind of think it's a little bit of a downgrade from Solar Flare. Because Solar Flare, not Solar Flare, but Destructo Disc, because whenever he threw Destructo Disc, he has a chance of bleeding his enemy, which is a damage over time ability, and I think it's really good, but with him not having Destructo Disc, he kind of loses that, so a little bit of a downgrade in my personal opinion, but he does have Diffusion Blast, and he does have pretty good range on it as well, and also buffs his crit rate by plus 10, so it is what it is. I would much rather have Destructo Disc though, in my personal opinion. And then also Solar Flare, this inflicts flash, so if they're right in front of you pretty much, they have to be really close to you, to be honest. But they're right there, use Solar Flare, and then it causes enemies to receive 20% more blast damage for 20 timer counts. Really good, really, really good. I like this. I like this a lot. Let me tell you, I like it. Of course, I don't know if Flash, whenever you get Solar Flare, I don't know if it stops your movement completely. Like, I don't know if you can still, like, maybe just blindly dodge or whatever. I'm not for sure. I never used a Krillin card before, and I think the other Krillin has Solar Flare, so I'm not for sure how Flash works, but it is, you know, it's good either way because it sets up for stuff in the game. I really like it. It sets up for combos for other characters and for Krillin himself. I like it overall. These are his stats at level 1000. Also, max limit break. Well, I want to say max limit break, but it's not really like the only thing max limit break does. Well, actually, yeah, max limit break is, you know, freaking what you call it. It does buff up their stats, but this is what it is right here. And overall, I like this. I like it a lot. 2 strike cards, which is pretty good, I guess you could say. And that is the banner. And my thoughts on the banner personally. Sorry the video was so long, I just had a lot of stuff to say about this banner. In my personal opinion, Android 17 is a godsend, and he is literally going to be on every purple team that you probably come across. Because of these guys. Because if we go back, and we go down here, these guys right here. Turles, and where's he at? Where's he at? This Goku. In my personal opinion, I think this purple team is pretty much unstoppable now. I think they have everything to be, or everything that they have now going for them puts them at a very top tier position in Legends. So that is it for the video today. Hopefully y'all did enjoy this video. If y'all did, drop a like, comment down below, subscribe for more. We're going to be posting maybe some Dokkan battle tomorrow, and we're going to have some videos like that on the channel, and also maybe some fighters later on this week. But yeah guys, hopefully y'all did enjoy. If y'all did, drop a like, and do all that stuff that I always said, and I'm out guys. Peace.